Well, the fight to get 60 votes in the Senate for a cap-and-trade bill took another turn today with 14 Democrats, mainly from coal-rich states, demanding changes on how the bill allocates allowances to utilities. Keeping those members happy could be key to getting a bill passed. Clean Sky's Dan Goldstein is here now with more. Dan.
Yeah, exactly, Susan. We got a little bit of clarity on just where some of those swing votes lie. And it's no secret, obviously, there are not 60 votes right now in the Senate to pass cap and trade, at least the Kerry-Boxer bill in its current form, at least on the House floor, on the Senate floor. Now, there are quite a few fence-sitting senators, mainly your Democrats from coal states, and we got a little bit of a preview of what those votes might look like and what their price is going to be for a yes vote. Now, here's what the debate's all about. This is what's called a 50-50 split in the allowance issue for the utilities. Now, the Senate and the House bill have what's called the 50-50 split. It's 50% based on historical emissions, 50% based on sales. Now, coal state senators want these allowances based on 100% of their power plants emissions in their states, that is. And that's the way it's been with similar programs capping like nitrogen oxide emissions that was designed to halt acid rain. Now, here's what they said in a letter to Majority Leader Harry Reid, also Senator Boxer, Kerry, and Max Baucus. Quote, under the 50-50 formula, utilities that are more coal dependent will need to purchase even more allowances than they would have if all allowances were allocated based on emissions, and those higher costs will be passed on to their consumers. Now, 14 Democrats, as you can see, signed this letter. Let's take it from the top. Senator Michael Bennet of Mark Udall of Colorado. Keep in mind, Bennet is running for re-election, and his race could be a toss-up. That's according to the Cook Political Report. Senator Carl Levin and Debbie Stabenow of Michigan also signed the letter. Senators Al Franken and Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota. Byron Dorgan and Kent Conrad, as you can see. Dorgan is running for re-election in 2010, although his seat is considered safe by most of the political prognosticators. Herb Kohl and Russell Feingold, too. Feingold is also considered safe, but you never know. Now, you've also got Robert Byrd of West Virginia and Tom Harkin of Iowa. You've also got Roland Burris of Illinois, who's retiring, and Senator Sherrod Brown of Ohio. Now, one analyst I talked to said that this debate still could make it harder to pass a bill on the floor.
I think especially when you look at who's involved here. Senator Harkin, he was huge in getting this letter done. It is attributed to his leadership. And that's pretty impressive for a guy who, last time I checked, was running the Health Committee in the Senate. And supposedly the Senate's too busy with health care to deal with climate change. Yet Tom Harkin made sure that he put this letter together and got like-minded legislators to sign off on it with him to make the point that this is what they would need, at least one of the things they would need in a climate bill. Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota, who's generally viewed to be supportive of working through some sort of climate change agenda for this country, she's also signed on because she's very concerned about how the cost could impact her constituencies. Debbie Stabenow from Michigan, she's taken a lot of leadership on trying to move the offsets debate forward. So when you have those key Republicans, those key Democrats involved in forming the agenda, I think it speaks to how serious the intention is to try and broker a deal. And if it falls apart, it's going to be real hard to get 60.
Now, obviously, as you heard, it's getting to the magic number of 60, and that is at least to cut off debate in the Senate under Senate rules. They could, of course, pass it after that under a simple majority, but we've already heard from some Senate Democrats, including Senator Max Baucus, who's the chairman of the Senate Finance Committee. He voted no in committee, obviously, in the Environment and Public Works Committee last week on the bill. So his vote, his price, I should say, for a yes vote obviously just went up. And keep in mind, the Obama administration also wants a bill. They would love it if they got one in time for Copenhagen, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Early 2010 probably is the best opening for this bill. Late 2010, I've been told, no way, it's too close to the election. And obviously 2011 is unlikely because the Senate, the majority of the Democrats' Senate majority could narrow basically below 60, and that would make it a lot harder to pass a bill. So right now, Senator Reid, Harry Reid, Majority Leader Harry Reid, he's got to line up the votes, and the price for those votes just went up.
All right, Dan Goldstein, thank you.